So can you rent a house in probate? Well, in this video, we're going to explain that and a few other things pertaining to the probate process and what happens when you inherited a house that's in probate. So let's get busy. Hey guys, I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver. I've been an agent and a real estate investor in the middle Georgia area for a long time, and I specialize in inherited properties and probate processes in Georgia. So if you have a property in Houston County or Pulaski County, make sure to reach out to me. I've got teams and I've got resources for helping you process a probate in the Georgia area, and I can help you get in front of these people that can help you get everything taken care of as smoothly as possible. So now the question is, can you rent a house in probate? Well, let's go inside and talk about it. Okay, so in the probate process in Georgia is pretty cut and dried, and if you haven't gone through my 4-part series, go back to the playlist and listen to all 4 parts. We talked to a funeral home director, we talked to a probate judge, we talked to a probate attorney, and then we also talked to a CPA about the taxes and doing the final taxes on a probated estate. So go back and watch those. But as for this one, can you rent a house out that has been probate? Yes, you can. Now, here are the caveats. First of all, this is educational only. Nothing that I say is by professional means. I'm not a professional attorney or anything, so this is just for educational and my personal experience. So, when you have an administrator or an executor, they are responsible for distributing the assets, the house, the checking account, the car, the stereo, all that good stuff from the estate of the loved one that we lost. Mom, dad, for this example, we'll just say mom. So mom's got a house and it has to go into the estate that's been set up for the administrator or the executor to start distributing those assets. Once the administrator or the executor has been approved by the probate judge, and they say, yes, you can be the administrator, yes, you can pay the bills, and this is another little extra that I'm going to throw in here. This is a bonus, so pay attention. The money that's in the estate is from the deceased. The bills that are supposed to be paid, the debts that are supposed to be paid from the deceased is supposed to come out of that. If you are the administrator or you are the executor, you should not have to come out of pocket to pay grandma's debts, okay? If the estate can't pay those bills, you need to talk to an attorney. And with that being said, if you have more than one bill to pay, let's say you've got property taxes, you've got the mortgage, you've got a credit card, and you've got a student loan, okay? There is a priority to pay, okay? If you pay off the Verizon bill or you pay Netflix, and you don't pay the property taxes and you run out of money, you're going to be in a whole lot more trouble than if you did it in reverse. Okay? Taxes, HOAs, the house note, the mortgage, those are top priorities that need to get paid first. An attorney can help you with that. So with that said, let's get back to the show. So now that you've got the assets in the estate and the administrator or the executor is distributing these assets according to either a will or a promise or an agreement between all the heirs. You know, there are some families where the siblings actually get along. I haven't seen very many, but there are a few of them. So once you agree on who gets the house, then the executor is the one that is distributing the assets per the will. The administrator is if there's no will. And you can back me up with, go look at a couple of the other videos and they'll back me up on that. So once the administrator and the family decides what's going to happen to the house, and the administrator makes a command decision, okay, we agree this is what's going to happen to the house, this is what I'm going to do, then the house goes to somebody in the family, and that person is allowed to do with that house whatever they want to. Now, here's the trick. You as the administrator or you as the one in control, this is something that you need to talk about with the family, or you need to make a command decision. The person that is supposed to be getting the house, or the person that wants the house most, necessarily is not the one that can afford it. A house is probably going to have a mortgage on it. That mortgage needs to get paid every single month from the day mom died up until now and in the future. You can keep the house and you can keep making the payments. It's not going. There's a law that helps that, Garner St. Germain. But at the same time, if you don't make any payments at all, then the bank can foreclose, whether it's in probate or not. So make sure to keep making those payments. Can the person that's receiving the house make those payments? Can the person that's receiving the house pay the property taxes? Can they afford to pay $200, $300, $400, $600 a month in the utilities? Can they afford to pay for a landscaper? If they're not going to stay there, they're going to rent the house out. It's not going to get rented immediately. Can they afford the landscaper? If not, it may be in your best bet to go ahead and just sell the house and split the proceeds accordingly. As a matter of fact, that's what's going on with this one, is the house is getting sold because only one person is taking care of it and they can't afford to keep it up anymore. So make sure that the person that you're giving it to has the financial means to keep it up. Otherwise, you might want to see about just go ahead and sell the house, get the proceeds, and distribute the proceeds instead. Otherwise, there's going to probably be some bad blood with whoever tries to inherit the house and they don't have the means to keep it up. That's like giving a 5-year-old a puppy and say, here, feed and take care of it. Well, they don't know what they're doing and they don't have the means to do it. So I hope this information helps. Go see the rest of the playlist to get a full, more well-rounded idea of the probate process in Georgia, and I'll see you on the next video.